Now on YouTube, it's time for some alternative commentary action with the Commenttary Hub.
There's headed by Marina, and it's 2-1 to Arsenal.
Look at that point! Goal for Manchester City!
Takes this corner, whips it in, it's headed and it's a goal, and it's that man, Gabriel.
Liverpool have equalised. Lovely improvisational touch from Curtis Jones.
Oh, what a goal! Wow, take it out! Good evening, good afternoon, good morning, depending where you are across the world, and welcome along to the Commenttary Hub's coverage of the FIFA Club World Cup match between Juventus and Wydad this afternoon. Kick-off is at 5 o'clock this afternoon, UK time, and teams are getting ready they're just coming out of the tunnel right now ahead of this big game in the Club World Cup. I'm Russ Vernon, and I'm your match commentator for this game this afternoon as we look set for a big game between these two sides in the Club World Cup Group G encounter today. Looking forward to bringing you this game today as we get ready for the match to get underway. And what a game we've got in prospect today. Can Wydad beat the Italians side this afternoon? Or will the Italian side come out on top in their quest for victory? Today we'll find out very, very shortly. In just a second, we'll give you the starting lineups for both sides ahead of kick-off in what's going to be a big game today as we get ready for this match. And let's start off then with the home side Juventus, or the nominated home side Juventus today, who are playing some really key players in their setup, as we can see there on your screen, with Gregorio in goal, Kalou, Savon, Kelly, Costa, McKennie, Thuram, Cambiasso, Conceição, Polomuane and Yildiz in attack. There is the Juve side for this afternoon's encounter. Should be a good game at the Club World Cup today to bring you this afternoon. Let's take a look then at the visitors side, who have got a really strong lineup as well from the opening game. They've got Benabib in goal, Ferreira, Bertulu, Meyers, Wafar, Zemraoui, Mubank, Mafoyd, Amrabat, Ombeg and Loach in the attack as we get ready for this game today and what's going to be a big game this afternoon. Looking forward to bringing you the coverage today of these two sides in action, and looking forward to bringing you this game where we'll hopefully see a good game of football between two sides who Juventus have done really well so far, dominating Italy, and have done so in previously not so much in the recent times. Wydad are fairly new to me and some of the team that we've got here on the commentary, but they have played some decent football in the tournament thus far as we get ready to kick off. Juventus in their black and white striped shirts, Wydad in the change strip of dark blue today, as we look with a white trim around the collar, as we look set to get this game off and underway then, with the teams almost set to go in this big game today. Russ Vernon, myself as your match commentator. Wydad some good players in this team, including Amrabat, who did well at the main World Cup. With some big players in this Juve side, some who have featured fairly recently in some big tournaments. I'll give you the match officials very shortly, as we are now underway in this tournament, as we get ready for kick-off in this big game today. Juventus against Wydad. It's a good start to the match. Really good start to the game as we watch the early exchanges unfold, with Wydad having a bit of early possession of the football in this game as we watch on in the Club World Cup. And it's going to be a big game today to see if Juve can overcome this test. Don't really know much about Wydad in the how they like to play, but it's a good start from them as they win an early free kick foul on the number 4 there for Wydad in the middle of the foul, just inside their own half, near the centre circle. We're just on halfway there as Juventus and Wydad are playing some decent football, and Juventus win an early goal kick as Wydad couldn't keep the ball in play over on that far side. Amrabat was out there trying to keep it in his ears. Ben Achem, the Wydad boss. Ted Martinez is the referee, assisted by Walter Lopez and Christian Ramirez from Honduras, as we break off as Juventus almost getting caught out there at the back by Wydad. Gregoria sends it forward. Maying from China, the 4th official. Eric Miranda from Mexico is the man on VAR today as we see this game unfold, as Juventus can't keep the ball in play over on that forward side from a Newcastle man, Lloyd Kelly, out there. Watching us, there's Ogo Tudor, the Juve head coach, as we watch on this game. Can Wydad cause a shock in this game against a European powerhouse in Juventus, or will Juventus come out on top in the game? As here comes Wydad with the number 2 Mufid, who can charge forward and is cleared away by Juventus, and they just have to tidy up there, as there is Kalu to Gregoria, the goalkeeper. Kalu gets it back again here, and some good football from the Italian side as Wydad almost punished them, having given the ball away in Loach there. Really should be taking his chances there. Straight down the foot of Gregorio, and really good efforts from the visitors, nominated visitors in this tournament for this game. You've really nominated home side in this match, and a good chance there for the visitors to take the lead through Loach, with a good save in the end from Gregorio. Juve trying to come away with possession through the number 19 there, Thuram, who almost lost out of possession, and he has done this time, and Juventus having to try and get back in numbers as Amrabat there's a ball through towards Loach, who can't get an end of that, and Samuel Ombang couldn't get an end of it either, as he was trying to go up in support there as well. But Juve charging forward with Kalu on this near side. He cuts in field, keeps on the ball and finds Weston McKennie, who drops it back there to the number 37 Savona, who is playing some good football at Juventus. Really good to see it there and see them play some really good football this afternoon. As here comes Juventus with possession as Sevilla finds the number 7 there, Conceição, the Portuguese man who did well in the Nations League for Portugal. I remember watching the Portuguese matches in the Nations League, and Conceição was a thorn in the opposition sides on those occasions. Could have been a thorn in the upper sides today. As we see Juventus 0, Wydad 0, and Juventus will come forward on that far side through Thuram down the line towards Kelly to Cambiasso, and Cambiasso cuts in field and finds Savon, who finds Cambiasso again, but with a full bit of plays it through to Thuram inside the penalty area, and a shot there, and it's into the back of the net from Juventus early on, and Juventus have opened the scoring in what is a good start to this game, and it's the number 10, I believe, who's got the opening goal, Yildiz, and Juventus open the scoring through Yildiz, and there's a well taken goal there by Yildiz on 6 minutes. Juventus have their noses in front. It's a well taken goal, you know. Yildiz does really well, plays a neat 1-2 with Thuram, and he manages to squeeze it in the near post beyond the goalkeeper there, and you really got to say there the goalkeeper, the Wydad, should never be beaten there at his near post. Yildiz, after just 6 minutes in this contest, has opened the scoring for Juventus, and Juventus lead against Wydad, and there's a well taken goal from Yildiz. Well, as I mentioned, the keeper should never be beaten there at his near post. And now there's an handball there, appeals from Juventus, which is being given by the referee, and you've got to say that Juventus really did deserve their lead there. Fantastic, well taken goal. But the goalkeeper, Benabib, should never have been beaten at his near post there by Kenan Yildiz, the Turkish international who's found the back of the net already. As it comes, Juventus again looking to try and get a quick fire second if they can. But Francais Conceição can't keep the ball in play. Number 23 there, Muslim Zimmerari, will leave it for the number 22, Bart, and Reshianis merges to take on Willie. No, they're believing to move it to take, will launch it downfield as Wydad will try and get their noses back into the game and try and cause a few problems for Juventus as they've won themselves yet another throw-in. As in fact it's a free kick to Wydad, which will be taken by Myers, who finds number 14 and eludes back to his goalkeeper there, Benabib, who plays it forward and gives the ball away when Juventus are charging forward again, and could be a chance to make it 2 if they can play this round, which they don't, with the ball back in towards the penalty area, runs behind for a goal kick there from Thuram, and it remains 1-0 to Juventus inside the opening 8.5 minutes in this game. Juventus 1, Wydad 0, and Wydad, the fans are making a lot of noise inside the stadium despite trailing to Juventus. They're not playing red and white striped shirts, the Wydad, but today there's a change strip of blue for this game against Juventus. They will lead by a goal to 0 after 6 minutes through Yildiz, and Juventus already have a noses in front in this game, and they'll be looking for more goals in the game for Yildiz now, and so too will Juventus as they try and build their goal difference up here. And they're coming forward again here, Juventus. Conceição with possession now. He's got Weston McKennie outside of him. There is the American, who crosses in deep towards the back post. He clears away by Wydad. There's the number 10 for Juventus, who can come forward. This Yildiz again, who goes down. It's a note. Penalty there. Here comes Juventus again, and Kolo Muani has done really, really well, but then he loses it. Really wins it bad there, Kolo Muani. Fantastic play there from Rolando Kolo Muani, the Frenchman. Thuram now for Kelly, who joins up from the back. There is Yildiz, the goal scoring towards the penalty, and it's just headed wide of the target there by Costa, and Costa really should be doing better there for Juventus, and he really should be doing better there, the number 2. Oh, so unlucky there from Juventus. They almost made it 2-0, but now Wydad are charging away with possession, and he's going over on that far side, the right, through Amrabat. His ball in field finds Zamraoui, who can lose out as he tries to come forward. Juventus keep all the possession as they try and come forward now, as there is Ponce Sao, and McKenna drops it back there to Alou, gets it back to his goalkeeper, the Guario, finds Savon, and now he finds Lloyd Kelly, who can win this ball for the former Nuxel man, and had a really good spell out for Juventus, and the Club World Cup is really enjoying life out in Italy's Lloyd Kelly, as Juventus trying to get Kolo Muani away. Can he keep the ball in play? Can't, just about it, but he couldn't keep it in play there. Rolando Kolo Muani there, and it remains 1-0 to Juventus, and really good start to the game, and fantastic bit of football, and fantastic work in the end, and you've got to say it was really good stuff to watch here as Mufid just throws this ball forward. It's cleared long downfield here as they try and come forward, as Juventus will come forward this time if they can wear this right, as Costa tries to get away down this right hand side, and Rowi's won the ball away from Wydad, but giving the ball away to Thuram there, and now Kalou drops it back into the path of Savon, who can roll the ball across to Kelly. There and now Savon again, who can get the ball over the top here for Ponce Saus down the right hand channel. Takes it towards the corner flag on this near side of the right. Drops it back there to Costa. Infield for Weston McKenny. Let's see run. And Amrabat picks up for Wydad, and Amrabat is coming away with possession. And now here is number 4, Lorch. Lorch with a crossfield pass. Headed towards goal of the back post there from Obang. Obang there, and into the arms of Digorio. And it remains Juventus 1, Wydad 0. It's a fantastic ball towards the back post, headed down, saved by the goalkeeper there, and it remains Juve 1, Wydad 0. In this World Cup match, as we watch on in the Club World Cup. I'm interested to see how people have seen this game so far, the opening game of the tournament, as Juventus lead by that goal to around 6 minutes. It was a well taken goal. It was a fantastic move, 2 to Yildiz, and takes a deflection off the number 14 actually there. Rutala there, does he actually? Which takes it past the goalkeeper there. So I think he may go down as an own goal in the end. Just waiting to get confirmation because they give it to Yildiz initially, but will he go down as an own goal in the end? Here as we watch on in this match. Names 1-0 to Juve in this match today, as Lloyd Kelly will pick up the ball and try and get Juve moving forward. Here is the run of Kalou down this near side of the right, inside to Weston McKennie. And forward again from Savorio to Kelly, out wide down the left-hand side to Cambiasso, who cuts in field Cambiasso. And then Yildiz now has possession. Back he goes here to Thuram. Now McKennie. Thuram again, who's come short. Savannah with possession now for Juve as he tries to get this ball out wide to Conceição. Back in field to Kalu, who's on halfway. So across the centre circle there. And Thuram will drop very, very deep there to help out to the back. As now here comes Yildiz into the penalty, out to the penalty area now. And a shot from distance into the back of the net, and Juve take the lead, extend their lead. And it's Yildiz again with a superb finish. Yildiz has got his and Juve's second on 16 minutes, 10 minutes between the goals, and Yildiz with a stunning strike has made it 2-0 to Juventus against Wydad. 10 minutes between the two goals. And Yildiz has doubled his and Juve's lead. It's a well taken goal from the edge of the penalty area. Just go out. He just went up to the edge of the penalty area. Next thing I know, Yildiz just struck it straight into the top corner. Sweet strike into that top corner, and Yildiz with his second of the game. Just 10 minutes later, after the first one was scored here. But what a game this has been so far for Juventus, who have doubled their lead now, and is Yildiz, who has got his and Juve's second. In this game, and really good stuff from Yildiz so far. And Juventus have a really good lead now, and there's one that they can do nothing about. Two fantastic goals. The first one maybe should have done a bit better, but Yildiz with his second goal of the game there. And it's Juventus 2, Wydad 0. And now we've got to say this: Juve could end up running away with this game now. In my personal opinion, if they continue to play like this, is why they're trying to put the ball to penalty towards goal. Gregorio with the comfortable catch in the end. Can Yildiz come forward with possession as they will try and come forward here? They come again. Kalou knocked around at the back, but Juventus 2-0 up here. And I'm just getting confirmation of the first goal of the game for Juventus went down as an own goal in the end. So that's only one goal for Yildiz on 16 minutes. Just a goal on 6 minutes. We're getting word it's gone down as an own goal from one of the Wydad players now, which will get confirmation of which one it is in a moment, as Juve win themselves a throw-in. And I'll change it on the screen at the bottom of your screen in just a second, if you get ready in a second to see which one. It was put through his own net in just a second as we get. It looked like he was Yildiz's goal, but they've corrected the opening goal of the game as an own goal for one of the Wydad players. The number 14 has got credited with the opening goal of the game. as we just get confirmation there on the bottom of your screens. So Juve's only on 1 goal rather than the try initially for. Juventus will try and extend their lead as Amrabat has picked up possession. He goes down on the edge of the box looking for a free kick. The referee says no, it was a fair challenge, and I agree with the official from Honduras. Side Martinez, Batulu and Yildiz with the goals for Juventus in this game. As we watch on, as Juventus will try and extend their lead now and try and cause a few more problems, as Costa almost going behind there. If that move with that pass had got through, that would have been a superb pass and a chance for a third for Juventus, which would have really secured the victory for them inside the opening 21 minutes of this game. And it remains Juventus 2, Wydad 0. An own goal for the first one with Batulu before a second goal from Kenan Yildiz as Juventus lead by 2 goals to 0 in this game, and we're looking on now as if to see how this game will play out. As Juventus just keeping hold of possession, is Costa with the ball in, led it down the line into the path there of Conceição, was pushed over there first. This Conceição on the bottom of his leg, took his boot off. If his boot came off, even his this made a free kick. That's just Conceição. His boot, it's a sort back with his boot there. The linesman's gave a foul there. He's surprised he's not been a yellow card for the number 22 Myers there. And it is a yellow card for Bart Myers, the number 2 there, for the number 22 there for Wydad. As you just get confirmation at the bottom of your screen of that booking on the bottom of the screen, where you can see the teams on the screen there. 22.5 minutes played in this game. Juventus 2, Juve 0. As Cambiasso takes his shot to Conceição. He goes down inside the penalty, wanting the penalty. Referee says no. He gets back up, Francis Conceição. Cambiasso inside. Yildiz again, trying to work and move forward. Conceição again, and Sabon just helps it up into the air. Costa watches it bounce. He challenges for the ball. He breaks for Amrabat, who can clear up towards halfway. Headed forward again by Juventus as Costa tries to challenge. And Costa's there and he's won the ball back. Costa. And that ball, according to the officials, went out. I don't think it did. There, and there's a free kick to Juventus to Wydad instead. And now, I thought it was should have been a free kick for Juve, and ball by the Wydad man there. And we have played 24 minutes on the clock in this game, and it's Juventus 2, 1-0 in the Club World Cup. Only offering from the Club World Cup today. And really good to be with you for this game this afternoon. As a shot comes in, and why did he pull one back? It's a shot from distance and he's looped in. But Wydad just trying to get confirmation of who scored that goal for Wydad, but they have pulled one back here. I think it's Loach who has got the goal. He's taking the claim here, Loach. And it's a fantastic goal. Amrabat as well. Basing Loach is onside here. And Loach just chips it over the goalkeeper and pushed Wydad into the game, and on the score sheet here, Loach, the number 4 has pulled one back here. And what a game we've got on now. And Loach here now on 25 minutes is for this game right back for the cat amongst the pigeons here. Because no one expected Wydad to even get a goal against Juventus today. We're expecting Juventus to be far too strong for Wydad, and it looked like that was going to be the case early on. But a goal back, and Juventus are now on the back foot. Could be back on the back foot here now in this game, and what a match we've got on show here today. We've just, as the referee is stopping the play here at the moment, it looks like. Are we having a cooling break now? Or is it because of the flare which was let off? It's because of the flare that being let off, but we have behind the goal, but they are taking the cooling break now rather than in the next 5 minutes how they would normally do it in this game. And it's Juventus 2, Wydad 0 is Juventus just getting some instructions on board now. And so to Wydad. And I must say, I think this hydration break or cooling break, whichever you want to call it, it's one of the perfect time for Juventus. You just started to lose their way a little bit in the game, and Wydad with the goal back before the cooling break is giving people a lot of things not to do about it. And the others is watching on here in the game as we watch this match as Juventus. We've just seen the goals again. This is the second goal from Yildiz shredding to the top corner. Fantastic strike from the Turkish international. Unleashed a powerful effort into the roof of the net. Top corner. Postage stamp finish from Yildiz. Nobody was stopping that goal from going in. It was picked up by Kolo Muani, and those Juve fans loved that one as he went in. But then it was there's Batulu who gave the opening goal of the game away as he put through his own net. In this game, and you've got to say this has been a good start to this game in the Club World Cup. In this game today has been a fast-paced start in the game. And a really good start to the game in this match today. And if Wydad gets the next goal now, it's really going to put the cat amongst the pigeons, because you know that Juventus will be wondering where do they turn from here. As they try and get their noses back into the game. And back into the lead here. And the cooling break is almost over. There's still some red smoke at the far end of the field. Away to my right hand side from my vantage point. And you've got to say that the red smoke could make it hard for people to see down in that area what happens. And after the cooling break, red smoke is still out there, but the game will restart now and after that cooling break. And it remains Juventus 2, Wydad 1. If you're just tuning into us here on the commentary of Russ Vernon guiding you through the action as the ball is out of play. With a throw to Wydad, Juventus thought it was their throwing. And it remains Juventus 2, Wydad 1. If you're just joining us here on the commentary, we're also live on Storm FM and my very own personal Twitch channel today. Very good to have you along with us. If you're listening via Twitch and you want to go out for a drive or go out for a walk and don't want to miss any of the coverage of this game today, you can do one thing on your mobile phone, especially if you're going in your car. Put it onto audio only. Put the phone, clear your phone up to the speakers in your car and listen to us through your Bluetooth speaker on your phone, synced up to your car. As Juventus, if Weston McKennie win themselves a throw in at the good pressing from McKennie. There's Kalou. If you're listening on YouTube, thank you very much for doing so as well. We'll have on the commentary and Storm FM on YouTube. If you want to listen to it there, you can do. Feel free. As Juventus 2, Wydad 1 is the latest scoreline between the two sides. And here's Kalou with possession for Juventus. And now Thuram, as he will look forward to bring this ball forward, is Kalou again. And he knocks it all the way back to his goalkeeper, Gregorio. And now Juventus are causing a few problems, being caused a few problems by Wydad, which none of us really expected coming into this game today. Especially those who I spoke to in the build-up to this game. Everyone was expecting a comfortable Juve victory, like a 3 or 4-0 victory for Juventus. Man City against Al Ain is a 2 a.m. UK time. As here comes Juventus with a ball towards a penalty, and Amrabat fetches ball away for Wydad and is winning side of free kick there. Amrabat, where's number 11? And the Honduran international referee is was being shouted at there by Amrabat for not giving the free kick initially, and then he was shouted at him for not giving a yellow card there to Weston McKennie. But only a free kick will do. As we see Juventus 2, Wydad 1 in the Club World Cup, as they will try and come forward as Wydad now win the free kick in the middle of the park, and definite free kick foul by Weston McKennie again. And I've said the past couple of times when this decision's gone against Juventus, it's been Weston McKennie doing the fouling, and I think that's all I remember him for when he was on loan at Leeds United in the Premier League under Jesse March. I wish to erase that memory from my memories. As we remain locked here at 2-1 to Juventus as the ball goes out of play. Juventus defended that really, really well as they watched it go behind. And about with that free kick, Netter just cleared away the back post for a corner. Just as Wydad was trying to sneak in round the back there. There's men up from the back, including Myers, who was on the yellow card. And then just over the top of the crossbar there from Ferreira. Then what's got him Ferrari, the like a make of the car was Ferreira, who he was who had that header over the top of the crossbar number away, so it's 2-4 Wydad. And it means Juventus 2, Wydad 1 if you just joined into us here on the Commenttary Hub. Russ Vernon getting you through the action. And now Juventus tidying up well here. Can Juventus do and go and get a third and re-establish their 2-goal cushion before half time as we into the final 10 minutes of the first period? And the ball is played forward here as Juventus will try and win the ball back here, and we can do so here. Juventus, a good bit of football here now as they will try and come forward, and it's given away here now, and Juventus can come forward. We've now added on the charge with Lorch, the goal scorer. There's an E1-2 there with the number 23 of Wydad, which is Zemraoui, who then loses possession. And now Juventus try to come forward. And they lose possession. It's a free kick to Juventus. Foul on Yildiz. Brilliant play from Yildiz there. He was the unfortunate own goal man, Batulu, who gave the free kick away there. And it's Juventus 2, Wydad 1 in the Club World Cup. McKennie into Kalou, and now into Savon. Good play from Juventus as McKennie lets him come forward. And it's cleared away. Juventus win it back now, and they will try and come forward this time with possession, and can be asked about their helping out defensively into the path there of Savona. And now here's Kalou up from the right side of the centre-back role. And then Costa gives the ball away. And there's a ball played forward here, and a chase on here for the Wydad number 9, Obeng. Couldn't get on any of that, and now Lloyd Kelly will pick up possession and come forward. Here now with Murbeck. And now Juventus with Thuram. On possession into Lloyd Kelly. Thuram again. Kelly once more. Yildiz. Inside there to the number 27, Cambiasso, and now Savon has possession. Kalou now has possession for Juventus as they move it from left to right. He's now on this one as with Costa down the line. He goes looking for Conceição. Well, Mufid has done well here to charge away from Conceição, and now Myers Zeru to Mubrik, and now here comes Wydad charging forward here as they look to get the ball forward. And it remains Juve 2, Wydad 1 if you're just tuning into us here on the Commenttary Hub. As a free kick for Wydad is nudging the back from Savona there, and no, only a free kick given away, no yellow card there for the Juventus man. We've only had one booking in the game so far. Myers with it on early on in the game. The goals, as you can see, Judas 16 after no goal up by Wattel on 6 and Lorch on 25. His difference is in there and cleared away. And we see Juventus who lead by 2-1 as they headed there from the number 22. Myers just heads over the top of the crossbar there. And it's Juventus 2, Wydad 1. And your match commentator, as I keep saying, is Russ Vernon, who is the man on the microphone today for this game. Just flashed up on the screen there a moment or two ago for us. And we see Juventus 2, Wydad 1 in this game as Ezra comes in and following the cross is cleared away. Jeremy's trying to back off it on the edge of the penalty area, and Wydad can charge forward. With 6 own goal, the other has 16, 425 is 2-1 to Juventus. As Amrabat trying to close down Gregorio as he clears the ball away. Gregorio for Juventus. You just see Juventus have a man down here. Let's have a look who's gone down here. Is Francisco Conceição. The Portuguese man. And he went down under the challenge there as there's a definite foul there for me. The referee's given a free kick. And that should be Myers. In my opinion, that is a second yellow. There should be a second yellow card for Myers there. As he was the one who fouled him. No attempt to play the ball there. As we just see the goal again from one, and that's a fantastic chip over the goalkeeper from Lorch, who pulled them back into the game on 25 minutes. Because it sounds in behind as he chips, puts it back across, Scully just keeps in play. Jonas is there trying to win the ball back for Juventus. But when I clear the ball away, out for a throw-in, and the throw-in will be for Wydad rather than Juve as he looked initially. As we're into the final 3 minutes of the first period of this game, Juventus 2, Wydad 1 is the game here. And the latest in this game, Juventus playing some decent football today. And now Juventus are knocking the ball around really, really well here. And trying to cause a few problems as they come forward here on the far side. Is Kelly now for Juventus. Lloyd Kelly, the former Newcastle man, if you're just joining us, as sends the ball in towards the penalty area. Costa can't get there to keep the ball in play. Alberto Costa. A good start to the game. It's a brilliant ball in. He was just onside as well, I believe. Costa didn't reach that. He couldn't keep it in place. Mufid will take a throw in for Wydad. And he launches it downfield, and there's a peel for round ball there, and the referee is he giving a ball, or is he just giving a throw in here? Because this is definite handball for me. He did give an handball. So correct decision there from the referee, in my personal opinion. If you disagree with me, that is fine. It's all about opinions as Juventus leads Wydad by 2-1 here. As we come towards the end of the first half, as the ball is in towards the penalty area, Conceição goes down again inside the penalty area. The referee says no penalty, but then there's a free kick here, foul for Wydad as Conceição is down on the floor here. Just look to that again, and I don't see anything wrong with that challenge on Francisco Conceição. Francisco Conceição is watching on here. Sat down there. Gleam, the number 72, is watching on here. Oliveira is watching on here. Oliveira. And I didn't see anything wrong with that challenge there. Just looking at it from this referee's angle, there's nothing wrong with that, with the decision there. And I think the referee got it spot on. There's just not much happening as we into stoppage time at the end of this first half, and we've got 5 additional minutes at the end of the first period, and the final stoppage time will start as soon as the game gets back underway. Conceição has to come off here, only temporarily, after receiving treatment. If you receive treatment, you've got to leave the field of play before you're allowed back on after about 30 seconds. Conceição is getting ready to come back on as a player in blue is on the field of plays. Mufid is down this time for Wydad. And didn't see what happened with Mufid. And he just gets caught as the ball was played forward there from Costa. And he stays down here. So it could be on until around about 7 minutes, maybe even 8 minutes of stoppage time in total in the first half with these stoppages here. There is only 5 added on. We could play a bit more because of the stoppages towards the end of this first period in the game, as we see Juventus taking on Wydad in the Club World Cup this afternoon. Russ Vernon getting through the action. And Ruford is back on his feet, walking gingerly to the side there as we see the goal again on the big screen, and it was a well taken goal from Loach to pull one back for Wydad after early goals from Mutale and Yildiz with the goals. And it remains 2-on-2. Juventus. As Conceição goes down again. This time he does win a free kick, I believe. And he's standing over this one. So too is Cambiasso. As Juventus will try and extend their lead back to 2 just before half time. Yildiz is there. Out to Conceição. He delivers the ball into the penalty area. Colomwani was in there. So too was McKennie. And it was McKennie who tried to attack the ball back into the penalty area, but it was cleared away by when his Amrabat was on Di Gregorio. And now it's Costa. And Costa lines up a strike. And he goes just to the wrong side of the post there. Decent effort from Juventus. But he remains 2-1 to the nominated home team in Juventus against Wydad. An own goal followed by a Yildiz thundercracker from the edge of the penalty area before Loach pulled one back, chipping over Di Gregorio in the Juventus goal, and was well taken. In the game. good goals he was as well from Juventus. As we see this unfold as we watch on in the Club World Cup, please remember to do us a massive favour wherever you're watching. If you're watching on YouTube, this is, drop this video a like, hit the subscribe button, and if you can, turn on the notification bell to make sure you never miss a commentary here on Commenttary Hub or Storm FM, as we've got some more games. And for the Juventus to coming away with the Chanel far side, this is stoppage in play here. As the number 18, Murphy, is down here for Wydad. And Yildiz just pushed him over there. The referee spotted it. And Murphy is stayed down on the floor. It was Yildiz who pushed him over. The two players come together with the referee. And they're having a word with each other. And it remains Juve 2, Wydad 1 in the Club World Cup. And can we see Juventus getting us back, extend their lead to 3 before half time? And the answer to that question is a resounding no, because the half-time whistle has gone at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia. Juventus 2, Wydad 1. Yildiz gets the second of the two for Juventus after Butler put through his own net. However, in the 25th minute, the second, there was another goal back. There was one goal back in the 25th minute through Low, who delightfully chipped over the top of the goalkeeper, Di Gregorio, to put Wydad back into the game. But half time then is Juventus 2, Wydad 1. Join us back in about 15 minutes time. Welcome back to the second half coverage of Juventus against Wydad in the Club World Cup Group G encounter. Who will come out on top in the second half? Will it be Juventus or will it be Wydad at the start of the second half as we get ready for the second half to get underway in what's going to be a good game of football? And while you're waiting for the start of the second half, if I could ask you to do us one big favour, please, for the head of the second half starting in this Club World Cup clash between the Italian giants Juventus and Wydad. If you do us a massive favour, at the start of the second half, if you're listening on YouTube right now, could you hit the like button down below, hit the subscribe button down below, hit the notification bell down below, so you know when we're doing a game next. And if you do all those three things, like, subscribe and hit the notification bell, it does not cost you a penny. As Weston McKennie is made way at half time for Juventus. And coming on in his place is 10 Cooper Manners at the start of the second half for Juventus at half time that's the only change of the second half that we've got from Juventus, as Myers and Ombeng are replaced by Wydad, and coming on in their places, Myers on the yellow card, remember, and coming on in their place for Juventus for Wydad is number 23 and number 26, I believe. Myers and Obank off. For the start of the second half. We'll run you through the teams in just a second. Number 26 is number 99 who's come on, in fact, for Wydad at the start of the second half. Omar Jayad Al Sommer on half time there as well. We're about to get the second half off and underway for the second half. And we're about to get the second half off and underway very shortly. We're now underway for the start of the second period between Juventus and Wydad. Russ Vernon, your match commentator, as we've got an early ball forward on this near side, and he's going out of play for an early throw-in at the start of the second period. And in a second, we'll run you through the two sides for the start of the second half as Thuram sends the ball in towards the penalty for Juventus, and they try and come forward at the start of the second half. Kalou's in there from the back, and Kalou sliding in, trying to win possession back for Juventus, but they've won it back anyway. Here's the number 6 for Juve in Lloyd Kelly, who wins his side of corner at the start of the second half. Does he? Yes, I believe he does. Then round about there defending. Yoda's the score of the second Juve goal. We'll take this corner from the near side. The left for Juventus now, and right for Wydad. We'll run you through the two sides when we get a stoppage in play, as the Denku Miners and Blumwani watching two players near the goal line as the ball's in towards the penalty, and the goalkeeper comes out, Benabib, and claims it well for Wydad as he throws it out now and gets this ball moving forward here now. As we get ready for the second half, we'll run you through the two teams right now. So with Juventus is Di Gregorio in goal, Kelly, Savon and Kalou across the back, Cambiasso, Thuram, Koeman and Costa, Yildiz, Kolo and Conceição in the attack. As you want to charge forward for Amrabat down the near side, the right into the penalty area. He goes and he crosses goal. It will be Melawin, Butal and Oliveira at the back, Mufids and Rao. Mubak and Moffy in midfield. And then in the attacking line up front, Al Sommer, Loach and Amrabat. As is Loach, wonderful bit of play towards the penalty area. Al Sommer's there and he can't get there. And Juve will come away with possession now. And Yodiz is down and the number 72 there for Wydad should go into the referee's notebook here for me. He's just whacked the ball away. He just cleared the ball away after the whistle had gone and he should get booked here now. Oliveira he'll get booked here because he's given the foul away there and that could be a booking in itself. And he's given the ball away and he could get, if the referee wanted to, he could book him twice here. Once for the foul and one for the clearance away. Play the match coming up later in the broadcast. And the play the match is sponsored by Commentary Services here on the Commentary Hub. Yode's receiving some treatment for Juventus. Early on in Juventus, some of the Juventus subs go through the warm-ups, including number 22, Timothy Way, number 9, Dusan Vlahovic, down there warming up. So too Manuel Locatelli, also warming up down there. And it's now Juventus 2, Wydad 1. As Juventus will try and come forward with possession, and they're winning a free kick here. Ball in the middle of the park on Kolo Muani from the two who gave away the own goal, which put Juventus into the lead. And it's now Juventus 2, Wydad 1 as Kelly picks up possession for Juve and he charges over halfway. There's Yildiz in field as Juventus try to come forward here now as Juventus are doing really good football here as a crossing towards the penalty area, punch clear by the Wydad goalkeeper Benabeba. And that's a fantastic piece of defending as Juve win the ball back again. Conceição in towards the penalty area. Conceição still going. Who's out to the last moment there. And now here comes Mufid, who can bring the ball away for Wydad as we watch on here. Loach, the goal scorer of Wydad, to make it 2-1. Fantastic goal. It was at the start of the second half as Juve win themselves. It's going to be a free kick and there's going to be a yellow card coming out here for, just trying to work out who he's booked here. I think it's a Wydad player. He's going into the noble there, just trying to work out which one it is. It's number 72, Oliveira, who goes into the noble there for the foul on Cambiasso. No, number 72, Ferreira. Is the one going into the referee's notebook there for Juventus, for Wydad. Guillermo Oliveira Ferreira was the man in the booking there. So he's now going to be careful. Myers, the other one who was booked, has been substituted at half time. Now one of the other centre-backs has just gone into the referee's notebook. So, Juve boss screaming out some instructions there as Ferreira now sends this ball forward. Good work here from Juventus to win the ball back. Here is Kalou towards the one there with two Koeman over on that far side. Costa was there towards Koeman, can't win the ball back as here comes the Moroccans Charging forward is Amrabat. Amrabat coming forward now. The overlap is number 18 for Wydad, which was Murphy's header was headed away. Now Amrabat is penalised for handball. There, and I think he's a bit harsh on ball here. On by his side and just a bit up. He was still by his side though. And I think that's a bit harsh for me. And it remains Juve 2. Wydad 1. Wydad with 3 of the 5 subs left. Juve with 4 of the 5 left. As you can make 5 substitutes in this game. As we watch on, can Juventus find a way back into this game, or will Wydad get another one back? As Juventus in behind here, and there is the number 27. Cambiasso is pulling across and he's cleared away, but the offside flag is up there. Mufid was in behind, tidying up there the danger, and that's a brilliant bit of run. He's just offside there, Cambiasso. He needs to tell me he's run better next time. Here's Thuram though for Juventus as they've got the ball back from that free kick which Wydad did for the offside. Kalou there with the cross in, and Colomwani will be attacking it, and he got past the number 14, the Tulu who pulled through his own net in the first half. There, and it's Juventus 2, Wydad 1 is the scoreline in this game. Juventus 2, Wydad 1. There's many inside the penalty area, including the number 19, Thuram. Here's Yildiz. Moves the ball towards the back post. Runs clear by the goalkeeper. Kalou is there. Does well to find Cambiasso. Cambiasso does well, but loses out. Then there's Amrabat. Tries to send Loach away. Can Loach go on into this? He can't. Yildiz is there. And that's a wonderful challenge from Loach. And there's going to be a free kick for Juventus. Challenge from the defender there. Who got through. Had to be lucky there, I believe. I think it was Al Sommer who was had to be lucky there, as he was the one who made the challenge there. Is Juventus 2, Wydad 1. If you're just tuning into us here on the commentary of Russ Vernon guiding you through the action in this game today. So Juventus going forward again, but the corner has been given. Thuram a claim for the corner, and a claim for offside. And it was a corner that was given rather than the offside. And I'm going to look at that again. I think it potentially should have been a goal kick rather than, there was no offside. Should have been a goal kick rather than the corner there though for me. Savannah's in there watching where the ball comes in towards the penalty area on and behind. It will be yet another corner to Juventus. This time on the far side. The Juventus right. And the number 7, Conceição, is running across to take it. And Francisco Conceição help Juventus extend their lead from this corner kick. Can he curl it into the penalty area and potentially all the way into the goal from this set piece? Corners in towards the it's come up and a shot off round the back. Fantastic effort round the back there from Cambiasso. His effort comes off the post. And Cambiasso, so unlucky there. He's got the captain's armband on now, Cambiasso. With McKinney off at half time. And Cambiasso almost made the captain's impact there. And firing into the back of the net. But he came back off of the post. So unlucky. How unlucky can you get there? Really well taken effort from Cambiasso. And he's just so unlucky that he didn't go the right side of the post after striking the woodwork. It's Juventus 2, Wydad 1. If you're just tuning into us here on the commentary, but Russ Vernon brings you this game today. Here is Juventus with Costa coming forward. Good bit of movement. Commenttary round the corner for Costa again. He can't get there this time, Costa. Juventus lose possession. And now here comes Wydad, who can get this ball forward here now as Juve on the attack again once more as they win the ball back. And they keep winning the ball back and they keep giving the ball away like they've done there. And Amrabat and Roach trying to keep possession. And they've given the ball away between them. And now here comes Yildiz. Score over the second Juventus goal. Twisting one way, then the other. His cross is blocked. Yildiz again. And this time he can't win a corner. Wydad do well to win the ball back and keep the ball in play. Amrabat lays it down for looking for Roach, who's chasing after it. And Savannah can't get the ball forward. And there's the challenge from Commentators. And Commentators could be in the referee's not looking for a yellow card. I'm surprised not giving the yellow card here because this is a bad challenge here from Commentators. Nowhere near the ball and just kicks him. Kicks out Sommer there and Usuma there, the number 99 for Wydad. And it remains 2-1 Juventus. We've almost played 15 minutes of the second half. And this has been a good game thus far. Juventus 2, Wydad 1 is the scoreline. Here this afternoon, morning or evening, depending where you're tuning in from. As Kalu's there for Costa. And Costa will send Conceição away if he can, but he can't. Commenttary can with a long throw down the field. Conceição can't get there though. Nice idea from Commenttary to try and get Juventus on the front foot fairly quickly there. We really should have taken a bit of extra care with that, in my opinion. There is Juventus 2, Wydad 1. Here's the scoreline. What a game at the start of the second half here between the two sides. What a game we've witnessed so far. He's not been plain sailing for Juve's deep. Gregorio just sends the ball out of play. 15 minutes of the second half gone. It's Juventus 2, Wydad 1. Here on the Commenttary Hub. And when you look at this game here today, you've been a really good one. Why did they not gain up any hope? As Juventus won a free kick there, and the referee does give a free kick. Cambiasso wants the yellow card for Mufid. They're the number 18, and I think he may get a booking here. Cambiasso asking for a yellow card. No confirmation of that just yet, but I believe he did get one there. Or he should be getting one. Here's Cambiasso. Balling towards Kelly. Anything? Is it no? So unlucky, Commenttary. I thought he put it in. I thought that was 3-1 for Juventus. And I thought that was Commenttary with a goal. But so unlucky, Commenttary. He's onside as well, Commenttary. And he just puts it to the wrong side of the post. How unlucky was that? Fantastic ball in, and Commentary's put it to the side net, and the netting rippled to the side. That's what I think he was in there, you know. Yildiz now for Koeman. Pulls the ball back and is given away. Oh, cover there from Koeman. Conseil Salcon win the ball back. Kelly with the header there this time though. Yildiz, can he win it in midfield? He can. He's got it back once more. Now it's 1-2 there. And that's a crunching challenge from Thuram then. Thuram could be in trouble here. It could be a yellow card. Wydad wanting a red. So he went in 2-footed here, Thuram. The referee, I think, is going to take a bit of time here and have a look at this one again. Does Thuram get any of the ball? Yes, he gets some of the ball and he just 1-footed. This is his 2-footed challenge. Here, if you look at this, he stands on the ball there, and then he comes into him and takes him out there. And Wydad wanting at least a booking there for Thuram, and he's not got one. And now, Al-Suma will come in to play. Amrabat. Al-Suma again is put behind. It'll be a goal kick. Fantastic. Ball into the penalty area there. And Juventus almost getting punished there, you know. William ball in and just cleared away. Out of that moment. And a decent effort just been blocked. Just there. Juventus 2. Wydad 1. Here's the scoreline. What can Juventus do with possession? Now there's a tremble from the back. Colomboan is there, holding the play well for Koeman. He tries to send Conceição away from that far side, and Costa wins his side of throwing. Well, the ball is being brought back for a foul instead for Juventus. As Savannah takes it to Kalu there. Fantastic place. Fantastic bit of Kalulu there. Number 15 for Juventus. Fantastic game this has been today. And he goes down and it's a free kick. Amrabat is penalised this time, challenged from behind, and remains. Juventus 2, Wydad 1, 65 minutes gone. So 20 minutes of the second half gone. And we're still locked at 2-1 for Juventus. Cambiasso will take this free kick. He takes it quickly to Yildiz. Yildiz delivers a cross in towards the penalty area, and it's too much on, and he runs behind for a goal kick to Wydad. And they play some good football today, Wydad. Really good football in this game as we get ready for the match here now. It's Juventus and Wydad. Will look to try and cause a few problems here as they will look to come forward now. And he's just cleared away. We're live here on the TC Hub, as you can see in the top corner of your screen, with our logo there. As Juventus give away a free kick here. Kelly was the man that was penalised there. 66.5 minutes gone. It is Juventus 2, Wydad 1. Here in the game as Thuram went down a few moments ago. No penalty was given there. And then there's a shirt pull of each then. I think Kelly's been penalised here. He hasn't. That was a 50-50 chance. Both were actually there, in my opinion. And I'm surprised the referee is given into the free kick. Juventus 2, Wydad 1. Amrabat to take the free kick. He delivers across into the penalty area, edge up and away. Breaks again into the penalty area. But Wydad to Amrabat. Delivers across in, edge up and he's just over with his head inside the penalty area. Loach, now the goal scorer, picks up possession. Will line up a strike here, he does. Just wide there from Loach. Not far away there. And Loach just puts it wide. Decent effort in the end, but just the wrong side of the post. So unlucky. And that was very unlucky there. Just the stanchion behind the net there. But holds the net together. And it remains Juventus 2, Wydad 1 after 68 minutes here on the Commentary Hub. We're also live on Storm FM and my personal Twitch channel this afternoon. Thank you to those listeners on those two channels as well for our coverage of the game today. As Juventus 2, Wydad 1 here's a chance, and it's 3-1 to Juventus. It's game, set and match now, and it's Yildiz this time who gets the goal, who has scored to make it 3-1 to Juventus, and that's his second of the game, and Juventus third, and this time it is a second for Yildiz. And now on 69 minutes, it's Juventus 3, Wydad 1, and the game now is probably sewn up for Juventus. They've got their 2-goal cushion back, and Juventus now lead by 3 goals. 2-1 here. Fantastic goal here from Juventus. And it's Yildiz, the number 10 with the goal. Is well taken from Yildiz. He's got his second of the afternoon, and that was just absolutely superb. Juventus extend their lead, and they've been good value for their lead. Fantastic goal, and Juventus just get the goal in, and they've almost had the knockouts now. Yildiz there with the on the pitch, he got the goal. Juventus are going to make some substitutions in the second. With number 5, number 11 and number 9 about to come on. So it's going to be Locatelli, Vlahovic and Gonzalez coming on next time the ball goes out of play for Juventus. Koeman, can they get a fourth before those 3 subs happen? Kalulu, how wide it goes to Costa, back inside to Koeman. Now Conceição, back out wide there to Kalulu. Conceição gives the ball away. Wydad trying to win the ball. I can try and bring the ball away. Good pressing by Conceição, Costa, Koeman, keeping Wydad penned in there. But when Wydad come away now with possession in the can Wydad pull another goal back, make a good end to this game, and they can potentially do that. As here is the number 18. Moving towards the penalty area. Loach there, just over the top of the crossbar. He was sitting back as he hit that one. Just over the top of the crossbar. And he leaned back as he hit that one. And as you lean back, you're always going to blaze him over the top of the crossbar. And we're now going to see the substitutes here for Juventus. It's number 27, which is Cambiasso for number 11, Gonzalez. Number 7, Francisco Conceição. And number 20, Colin Moane. And they're going to be replaced by Locatelli, Vlahovic, and Gonzalez. A triple change there for Juventus. So Juventus only have got 1 sub left. Wydad have got 3 subs left. Now, and you've got to say, Juventus, really good value for their lead. Based on the second half, they've caused a few problems. Costa is one of them going off. Commenttary off as well for Vlahovic. And is Cambiasso staying on there? So concentrates how Commenttary and Costa go off. Yeah, Cambiasso originally came, his number came up, Cambiasso's. He's the one who stayed on out there. And it remains Juventus 3, Wydad 1, as Juventus will look to come forward here with possession, and it's cleared away. And Juventus will try and come forward again. Here it is. Juventus on the charge forward. Fantastic bit of footwork here. And the ball is back now. As Juventus just try and bring this ball away. Here is the number 19, Murabic, for Wydad, as they will try and come forward. As Juventus just watches it on his 2-1, wins the ball back, plays wonderful ball through. Russ Vernon is there, but wonderful challenge there from Ferreira. He had to time that well, Ferreira there, but otherwise that would have been a penalty and a second yellow card for Ferreira. Wonderful interception. Fantastic challenge there from Thuram first. But what a ball through to Dusan Vlahovic. What a challenge that is there from Ferreira. There's a man down here for Wydad. It's the number 23, Zenraoui, who's down injured and receiving a bit of treatment here. Will the players use this moment as a cooling break? Or will that be... And they are using this as a cooling break, as I would just thought. The goalkeeper even comes across there to have some instructions to Di Gregorio. And it's Juventus 3, Wydad 1 is the scoreline. And you've got to say that Juventus have played some good football tonight, or this afternoon, or this morning, depending where you're listening from and what time zone you're in right now. I know in the UK it is 20 to 7 in the evening, out in the UK where most of our listeners are from. And time in Philadelphia right now is 20 to 2 in the afternoon here, as we see some of the goals coming back. There's Loach's goals. It's ready 2-1. I was just watching back the goals as Nejil has his second of the afternoon. So we're at 20 to 2 in the afternoon here, local time in Philadelphia, the Lincoln Financial Field. And number 21 for Wydad, Maliu, and number 16, Arcas, is about to come on next time we have a stoppage in play, as is Thuram for Juventus, charging through the heart of the Wydad midfield. Yoda's come in there, and Thuram just slid in, took out Amrabat. Then that's a yellow card for Thuram there, and that's, you can't have any complaints there, Thuram, because that was a dangerous challenge there from Kefran Turam. And the subs are now being made for Wydad. Number 14 is Wutil and Zamraoui are coming off. Malula and Arcas all in their places. And it remains Juventus 3. Wydad 1 as Juventus will try and add a fourth before this game finishes. And if Man City win later today and Juventus hold on to this win here tonight, well, this afternoon, both teams will qualify for the next round before they play each other on Thursday. Then it'll be just a case of out of the two who tops the group on Thursday. You can hear that game here on the Commenttary Hub with myself, Russ Vernon. We'll hopefully have a special guest co-commentator for that game. Stay tuned to find out who that is, as bringing more coverage from the Club World Cup. Hopefully you got a chance to listen to our coverage earlier today from England's under-21 triumph against Spain yesterday in the quarter-finals. As here comes Cambiaso's cross into the penalty area, too much on that, and he runs out for a throw into Wydad. Nicholas Jones did fantastic commentary on the under-21's triumph yesterday for England against Spain. Really good game the young Lions put in yesterday out in Slovakia in the under-21 European Championships. We'll hopefully have both semi-finals on the channel in midweek for you, so you can listen to both as England take on the Netherlands. We'll find out later today who's in the other semi-final. Germany, Italy, Denmark and France are in the other semi-block of other side of the draw for the under-21 European Championships. And for me, Kelly there should be booked. He kicked the ball away, and he's Amrabat now for Wydad. Can Amrabat deliver across to penalty? He can. Comes into the walls of penalty spot and just act clear. Thereby, Koeman is bad there, helping out his defence. And this is a good bit of footwork from Juventus. It's Juventus 3, Wydad 1. If you just tune into us here on the Commentary Hub, also live on Storm FM and my personal Twitch channel, Russ Vernon _92 on Twitch, if you want to listen to our coverage there. And if you're listening on Twitch right now and you're about to head out in the next 5 minutes or so, what you can do is do this. Go onto your settings where you can just change where you can change what frequency it's like. If you're on the highest one, you can lower it down if it's buffering or anything, and put it to just audio only, and then you've just got the commentary only without seeing the score and seeing what's on your screen right now if you're going out and about in your cars to listen to our coverage. As is Thuram coming forward here for Juventus. Our wide there is towards our far side, and Gonzalez is out there in towards Locatelli, who win this ball forward to Kelly. Out wide to Cambiaso infield towards Locatelli, who can't get there, and here come Wydad charging forward. And there's number 18 there for Wydad, Mufe, who can cut in field, but Cambiaso's there. He wins the ball back from Juventus. Just have possession for the referee, stop player, as Murphy is down injured here for Wydad. And you've got to say this has been a really good game today to watch, and really good game to bring to you on the Commentary Hub this afternoon, if you are just tuning into us right now. It's Juventus 3, Wydad 1 if you're just tuning into us right now. And in the Club World Cup match being played at Lincoln Field in Philadelphia. Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, should I say. In the game between Juventus and Wydad. No news on how many are in attendance this afternoon. And it's Juventus 3, Wydad 1. If you're just tuning into us right now, Hector Martinez is the referee today, and I think he's refereed it quite well, to be fair. Not been many decisions that's annoyed me today in this game. Like sometimes, can you hear me saying they've been annoyed? I've been annoyed with some of the officials. Like you heard me in my last match yesterday afternoon. Here is Juventus having to get back in numbers as Wydad charge forward. And it's a fantastic bit of play from them, and they've won a corner out there. Fantastic defending by Gonzalez, bad there, but Wydad really good play down that far side as Juventus make another substitution, which sees Yildiz come off to be replaced by Gatti. I'm just looking at Yildiz's scores. Fantastic finish into the top corner from the edge of the penalty area, and then the second one into the bottom corner. Same area of the net, but he went top and he went bottom. And Yildiz is off to be replaced by Gatti for Juventus. As well, they'd have a striker go from the number 21, and it's just gone wide there, and really good effort in the end. Kalou there, who is number 21 of Wydad, which is Mailulu, who is, there's Yildiz just having the bench of Juve as the coaching staff, and we'll have some of the players when he gets into the penalty area, well, dugout area, should I say. I'm going to get ready to give you the player of the match shortly here in this game, and it's going to be, I'm not going to even tell you which side it's going to be on today. As here comes Juventus coming forward. Fantastic bit of play by them. As you go, just give you that in a moment. He's gone behind for a corner, come off the number 72 there, which is Ferreira. Where's 72 for Wydad? Juventus have a corner. So after this corner, next up after this corner, we'll give you the player of the matches. Murphy is replaced by Azikai for Wydad. Number 25 is on. He's in towards the penalty, cleared away, heads up and away. Can Juventus have a striker goal here? And it'll be the ball coming forward by Loach, who pulled one back for Wydad, and they've been disgraced themselves today. They've played some really nice football out there, Wydad. Been impressed with them today, you know. Loach, brilliant bit of players. Wydad trying to come forward. Here is the number 25, Kai, who's just come on. Azikai, he's just come on here for Wydad, and straight into the action already. There's number 21, Mililu. Mililu again. Carry again for Mililu again. As he carry again, shot his blocks, and Lloyd Kelly's there. And Lloyd Kelly will just tidy up at the back. And he just played forward here. And now, here they come. Cambiasso for Kelly to Di Gregorio, who can play this ball away downfield. And it's a wonderful chase after. And he just kept in play there. Juventus back to the goalkeeper. And Wydad just skated away. And somehow they just managed to survive that bit of skating there. And it remains Juventus 3, Wydad 1 as Wydad charge forward. There's Azikai with possession out wide to that far side, and Amrabat was moved out there. There's number 19, Murabak, into Azikai. Gets the ball forward. He's onto the edge of the penalty area. Mililu can't get there, he's gone back to the goalkeeper. Di Gregorio, who picks up the ball. One of the ball's in his hands. I can tell you today's player of the match. Sponsored by Commenttary Services. We'll go to Juventus' number 10, Yildiz. Yildiz with the player of the match, 2 goals. But overall, really good performance from him today. The player of the match, number 10, Yildiz, is our player of the match today, sponsored by the talented Commenttary Services. Really good. The guys over there, Barry Swain and co, really good friends of the channel, and really good to have them on the channel again, partnering our player of the match choices. Is a chance for the goal for the first Juventus. His latch just wide, and there was a chance there for number 11, Gonzalez, who just fired it across the face of goal and just wide of that far post. And we're into the final 30 seconds of the game, as we will find out very shortly how many minutes of stoppage time we will have in our match this afternoon. Will Juventus take on Wydad and come out on top as the ordering at the moment? Well, there is Cambiasso. What's the referee giving here? There's a stoppage in play. Gatti is there. The number 4 for Juventus. As we enter 5 minutes of stoppage time, as a strike comes in, and Di Gregorio makes a comfortable save in the end there. Gregorio makes a comfortable stop in the end, and you've got to say that's a fantastic effort, because I think that was winning in the opposite side. If not been for Gregorio, and Gregorio quickly crossing towards the back post, kept it alive, and it was goal, tipped over again by Di Gregorio there. Excuse me. Well, that's a really good effort again. And he's just headed over the top of the crossbar. Tipped over there as well. Fantastic effort. As he can puts the ball in, and he's played and went straight down for a goal kick this time. Inside of here with the Lincoln Financial Field, Di Gregorio with Juventus, who in the lead at the moment in time. We're into 5 minutes of stoppage time at the end of this game, and I've got to say this has been a really good match to watch, and I've really enjoyed bringing you the commentary today, as well as Koeman is trying to get away there as a ball over the top. And I must know what I'm talking about, because the supporters who can vote online have also voted for Kenan Yildiz as the player of the match for Juventus today, or in this game today. So me and the other viewers of this game have voted for the player of the match, and 2 goals from Yildiz. And he also gets our player of the match, which is on the screen as well now. So you know who's got our player of the match. Then we'll see this game unfold. Will we see a goal coming to make it 4-1 as we played almost 2.5 minutes of the stoppage time, which was 5 minutes of stoppage time as it's in towards the penalty area. Koeman was in there. Vlahovic goes down and it's a penalty to Juventus. Juventus have got a penalty kick. It was fouled by Vlahovic. He was fouled. And Juventus, through Ferreira, is fouled on Vlahovic, wins a penalty. And Ferreira, for me, could see red here. We could see a red card here for this to Ferreira. He pulled him down. And has he been sent off here, Ferreira? Vlahovic pushed the ball down on the ground. Ferreira's not seen a second yellow card now. I'm surprised at that because normally I can see yellow cards are shown for them sort of decisions. In this game is Dusan Vlahovic, who has scored his recent penalty kicks for Juventus. Could he make and score another one here, Vlahovic? Dusan Vlahovic for Juventus. He can. It's 4-1. Dusan Vlahovic has made it 4-1 to Juventus. And Juventus are going to get a victory tonight. Fantastic from the spot from Dusan Vlahovic, who has scored a penalty kick for Juventus in stoppage time and has put the seal on the 3 points where there was any doubt. Juventus with a fourth. Goal over the game. In the end there. And I think that's the full-time whistle gone. It is. Full-time. Dusan Vlahovic has made it 4-1 right to the very end of this game. And the full-time whistle has gone now in the match between Juventus and Wydad. And Juventus really did deserve the victory today in the end. And a really good performance, really good goals, and comfortable winners in the end by 4-1. It was an own goal who started off the scoring with Teal on 6 minutes put through his own net. Yunas made it 2 on 16 minutes. Roach put one back on 25. Yudis then scored again on 69 minutes. But Dusan Vlahovic scored a penalty in the 94th minute and he's finished Juventus 4, Wydad 1 in the Club World Cup today. Let's take a look at some of the other matches which have been taking place today. In the Under-21 European Championships, Denmark 2, France 3 is a full-time score there. In the CONCACAF Gold Cup, Morocco 1, Canada 1, Honduras 2, El Salvador 4 is the result in that one there today as well. Later on tonight, Real Madrid against Pachuca at 8 o'clock UK time. 11 o'clock UK time is Salzburg against Al Hilal. And then in the early hours of Monday morning, 2 AM in the UK, It is Manchester City against Al Ain to give you the next few matches coming up in the Club World Cup. Well, that's all we have got time for today. It's been a joy to bring you this game with you. And I'm going to leave you now with the full-time scoreline. Juventus 4, Wydad 1. Thank you very much for listening. And we'll see you again very soon for some more Club World Cup coverage here on the Commentary Hub.